Upgrade. Yeah. Okay, good. So last time we played more with percent and how to determine sales commission, how to determine the price we end up paying at the cashiers. Then when we get a discount, how much we end up paying. Then we started module 4. We talked about the coordinate system, the Cartesian system, also called XY system, same thing. Then we plotted points. We talked about what a linear equation is all about. We know how to fill in a table. Given x, how to find y. Given y, how to find x. It always has to be the corresponding through the function or through the equation, in other words. Now we know how to graph the equation of a line using 2 points. That's all we need. 1 is not enough. 3, too many. 1, too many. Finding the x and y intercepts. We know that a line that does not have the free term will always pass through the origin, and we have to determine another point. We know how to, and I posted that video, how to enter a function in the graphing calculator and how to determine the y values given the x values we want to put in. Then graphing again. Then we know that there are 3 types of lines when it comes to the slope: positive, negative, 0, and undefined. The slope of this line does not exist. The slope of the vertical line does not exist. The definition of the slope, and we listed all possible forms for the equation of a line. In addition to the formula, or if you want the definition of the slope given 2 points. Rise over run, y2 minus y1, or normally we say y sub 2 minus y sub 1, but in short, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. The point slope form, when we are given a point, not 0 comma a number. If we have 0 comma a number, this is a lucky case because we can use the slope intercept form, which is much easier to handle. But if I'm not given 0 comma a number, I have to use this equation, which is point slope form. This is slope intercept form. We understand y-intercept, not x-intercept. And there is another one which is kind of useless because we cannot read anything from it. But so we know it's standard, the standard form. And then we played with all sorts of situations and problems. And so we basically looked at all these 3 sections. We're going to finish and start reviewing for the test as soon as possible. But we only completed with all the practice 4.1. So we are going to continue with 4.2 practice, 4.3 practice, and then we're going to try to finish today or Tuesday next week, finish the module 4 and review for test 2. Okay, so before I ask you if you have any other questions, any questions from the notes. Remember, you will always have a solid understanding of the topics if you first redo the notes. That's the first step. Okay, any questions on this? Okay, I put it back in the pile then. I normally shred them, but not yet. Okay, good. So today is, I think, 3.5. Good. Now let's start with your questions. Anything you encountered, anything you saw, anything you worked on, anything you want to... again, I just wanted to mention that not everyone is on track. Everyone should have been finished with Module 3 by now, but that's not the case, unfortunately. Okay, I'm just opening the assignments, and I hope you have questions for me, anything. Communication, collaboration are the best way to study something, always. I am ready for your questions, please. Anything you tried, anything you encountered, maybe something we didn't address in class, anything you want to start with, anything. If not, we'll go on to practice.
I have a question on 4.2.
Very good.
Practice.
Very good. Do you want to wait till we get to that, or since we have?
We can wait. We can wait.
But let's write it down so we don't forget to go back to it.
Section 4.2, question 14 through 16.
14 through 16 and 4.2. So we're going to get to that very soon. Excellent. So let me just open 4.2. And once we get to 14 to 16, we can choose your problems, or we can choose the problems that I get. Okay, anything else? Is there anything else?
I have a question on practice. Learn 4.1, question 12.
4.1?
Yes.
Okay, very good. So in that case, we have to start with 4.1 because this was.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Is that okay, Sarah? I'm sorry. I just want to do it in order, but not. I don't want you to feel that we're cutting in. Okay, so we're looking at problem 12 in 4.1 first. Here it is. You can give us your problem, Samia, if you want, or we can work on this problem. Let's see what I get. Is this something?
No, it's actually, it says 2x plus y equals 12.
2x plus y equals
4.
And x equals 4. And we want to find y?
It asks to determine an order pair.
Right. So when this is exactly what we did with all the table, right? So when x is 4, we have to find y. 4 times 2 is 8, subtracted from 12 is 4. So the order pair is 4, 4. If you want to check, let's go back and check. 4 times 2 is 8, 8 plus 4 is 12.
Okay, I get it. Thank you so much.
Thank you. This is how we filled out that table last time. We were given x, we found y. We were given y, we found x.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Good. Let's go back to 4.2. We did not get the chance to look at 4.2 practice. We're doing it right now. And when we get to problems 12 to 16, we're going to make sure we cover all of them. Okay, so determine whether or not the equation is a linear equation in two variables. Can anyone tell us whether you think this is a linear equation in two variables or not? Yes or no, and why? Please try. It's always very important to have a conversation. Even if you're wrong, it's okay.
Yes, it's a linear equation.
Yes, it is. It is a linear equation because x and y have power 1. X and y are not in a product, xy, and they are not in the denominator. So it is indeed a linear equation. It is in the standard form. And you will have to say that A is 2, B is -9, and C is 19. Is this okay for everyone?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Number 2, please stop me if you don't understand something. Is this equation a linear equation or not? No, because it has x in the denominator. Awesome. Graph by plotting points. Is this something we want to do? Please participate by saying yes or no, something, anything. We are on the same team.
For these kind of questions, I highly recommend using your calculator because you can put it in and it'll tell you everything. It's pretty awesome.
Okay, so in case we want to work on it right now, so remember, so let me stop for a moment. So let me write this down. So y equals negative 3x plus 2. So the easiest thing, if you remember, is to set equal to 0. Can anyone give us y if x is 0? I know it's a silly question. Yes, indeed, y equals 2. So I already have a point, 0 for x, 2 for y. Okay, now I have to create another point. I should set y equal to 0, but if I do that and I move negative 2, I get that x equals 2/3. This is perfect. It is indeed 2/3 comma 0. This is the y-intercept, this is the x-intercept. However, you will not be able to put this in Pearson. It does not allow you to put in 2/3. But this is what we are looking for. So therefore, give me any x, and let's determine exactly how we did it here. Pick an x, and let's determine the corresponding y value. Any x, please. Don't say 10,000 because it's going to be
8.
Okay, what I would recommend is just 1. Negative 3 plus 2 is negative 1, so y equals negative 1. So 1 comma negative 1. Something simple, something close to the origin. 8 is fine. So then I click on the tool for graphing. Then I click on the shape of a linear equation, which is this. Then I will plot 0, 2, which is this point. Then I will plot 1, negative 1, which is this point. Make sure that the slope is negative. Is the slope negative in this line?
Yes.
Yes, it is. Can anyone give us the slope of this line? Can anyone give us the slope of this line? Please, anyone? Will anyone identify the slope of this line for us? Okay, so remember the equation y equals mx plus b. When we compare the two equations, can anyone now tell us what is the slope of this line?
Negative 3.
Negative 3. So therefore, before I click on save, I have to make sure that I don't make a mistake with the slope. The slope is negative 3. Good. Okay, and then what am I trying to do here? And then I check the answer, and that's it. Okay, we move on. This is the exact same. We follow the exact same steps. We find 2 points, we plot them, and connect and extend the line. Let me know if you'd like to work on any of these problems, because this is the same with 3. Okay, here we have y plus 6 equals 0. What do you think we need to do first?
Subtract 6 to the other side.
Absolutely. Move 6 to the other side. Now, what type of line is this?
Horizontal.
Yes, it is a horizontal line. It gives the altitude. So when we graph this is what we're going to do. So, equation of a line the line of symbol, it's -6. And we go to the right or to the left, it doesn't matter where you go, just click again, save, and that's it. And that is the graph. If the equation has only y, it's a horizontal line. If it has only x, it's a vertical line. Find the intercepts of the graph displayed on the right. Okay. Can anyone identify the intercepts? And it says type ordered pairs.
0, -3.
0, -3. Which one is this?
The bottom one.
Yes. How will you call it?
Y-intercept.
Exactly, because it's on the y-axis. Very good. And the other one?
3, 0.
Good. And what is this one? I know it's a silly question.
X-intercept.
Yes, it is the x-intercept because it's found on the x-axis. And you just have to enter them as ordered pairs. Okay, this was 6, sorry. 7. Use the graph to identify the intercepts. Do we need to work on another one? Anybody? Okay. Good. So let's identify the x-intercept for this graph. Can anyone give us the x-intercept for this graph?
There isn't one.
Of course there isn't one. Excellent. Very good. The line is parallel to the x-axis. They never meet. Excellent. What about the y-intercept? Can anyone give us the y-intercept for this?
0, -2.
0, -2. Awesome. Thank you very much. Great job. Good. Moving on. Find the intercepts of this equation. So this is a special type. Why do I call it a special type of equation? It's missing something. What is it missing?
And the AX, BY stuff, it's missing C.
Yes. What do we know about all lines that are missing the free term? In other words, C, or the free term. What do we know about those? Always, always, always. The lines that are missing the free term will always pass through the
Origin?
exactly. And it makes sense. Look, when x is 0, how much is y?
Zero.
Exactly. So both the x and the y intercepts, they're both the same point. You cannot find the second one. They cross the x-axis and the y-axis at the same point, the origin. And that's it. Good. Find the intercepts of the equation. Do we need to work on this? For all intercepts, you have to set x equal to 0 and find y. Then you set y equal to 0 and find x. Do not combine these two. When you set x equal to 0, you find the corresponding y and you create the ordered pair right there. And then when you set y equal to 0, you determine x and you create the ordered pair immediately. Do not combine the two. They're two separate ordered pairs. Okay. So you said 14 to 16. Okay, we didn't get there yet. Okay, Let's work on this one. This looks difficult. What do you think we're going to do as the first step?
Subtract 1/4 or
Careful.
x over
Let's
4
look at the
to one side.
equation and say, no. No, I'm not going to work on this as is. What am I going to do?
I worked on it as is.
No. I won't. It's nothing wrong. Nothing wrong. But I will not work on this equation. Oh, no. I will multiply both sides by
8.
exactly 8 is the least common denominator. When I multiply this by 8, I get 2x. When I multiply this by 8, I get y. When I multiply this by 8, I get 8. Yeah, absolutely. When x is 0, I find y. When y is 0, I find x. I refuse to work on this. You can, if you want to, that's fine. Nothing wrong with it. I won't. Good. So, can anyone give us the y-intercept? When x is 0, how much is y? All you have to do is just cover it. Cover it up. Can anyone give us the y, please, so we can move on?
8.
Very good. Can anyone give us the ordered pair right here, right now?